don't find a man like me no more. I'm sick of wondering where you are.
In 2002, David Banner would produce Doug Holliday for Trick Daddy, a very popular song in not only the South, but gaining nationwide exposure. He also did a jam for Lil Flip on the Underground Legend album. Eventually, David Banner and his manager would secure a deal with SRC under Steve Rifkin in 2003. The song that seemingly opened the door for Banner's production style was Rubber Band Man for T.I. Rubber Band Man would do well on the Billboard charts and would also spawn a remix featuring Mac 10, Trick Daddy, and Twista. It was only right that Banner drop his solo album, Mississippi, the album, shortly after. The lead single, Like a Pimp, featuring Lil Flip, would end up being a smash hit, tearing up radios and clubs all over the nation. Like a Pimp would set the stage for Banner, with him releasing his second album, MTA 2, Baptized in Dirty Water, the same year. The lead single, Crank It Up, would feature another talented songwriter and producer, Static Major, R.I.P. In 2005, Banner would drop the album Certified with features from Magic, R.I.P., and also Lil Boosie, Jazzy Faye, and more. Outside of this, he would also write the theme song to the video game Saints Row, and also music to a commercial for Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Fate of Two Worlds. Not to mention playing alongside Samuel L. Jackson in the movie Black Snake Moan. Banner would end up doing several TV appearances and background music, including for Cartoon Network's Adult Swim. In 2008, Banner released his fourth album, The Greatest Story Never Told, with hit singles like Get Like Me, featuring Chris Brown and Young Jock, and also Shawty Say, featuring Lil Wayne. They would both end up being big singles for Banner and further solidify his status in the industry as certified hitmaker.
It's just a hit album. Like, I just put hits. You know, I realize it's funny because a lot of times what hurts artists is that we're so creative that we end up being 2-3 years ahead of our fans. And what I learned is I know what people want from David Banner. Much as society tries to change us, we have to remember that David Banner got on from Like a Pimp.
Banner would go on to collaborate with several other well-known artists like Snoop Dogg, Akon, 8Ball and MJG, The Dog Pound, Chamillionaire, Ludacris, Jill Scott, and more, as well as a collaboration album with Ninth Wonder called Death of a Pop Star. Other producers he's worked with include Pimp C, Jazzy Faye, and Manny Fresh. He's also collaborated with gospel acts like Mary Mary and Lecrae, and even international artists like Sida, a rap artist from Japan. He will release a mixtape in 2012 called Sex, Drugs, and Video Games as a free download on his website. Banner would also continue his venture into Hollywood, doing more movies such as The Experiment, Stomp the Yard, Homecoming, The Butler, and Ride Along. Banner's final album, The God Box, was released in 2017.
It's the greatest album ever. If you're a rapper, my album is better than yours. If you can show me all the albums that you had that got 5 mics or whatever the best rating system is, out of all of those albums, if you can show me that every one of those albums are better than my album, because if my album is better than one of those albums, then I deserve to get a 5 mic. I give you $50,000.
Wow,
that's how confident that I am in my album. Look me in my eyes. I look and feel wonderful.
David Banner's track record speaks for itself. From his group projects, solo albums, producing for other artists, cartoon, movie, and video game soundtracks, as well as playing in several movies, Banner has made a mark on the music and film industry. Not to mention all the work he's done in the community, always speaking up eloquently for what he believes in. Although he may not always get named on people's top 5 or 10 producers list, he has created a sound and style that has produced massive hits, being and proving success in the industry he grinded so hard to get into, taking the aggressive approach when his back was against the wall, living up to his name, which he got from the Incredible Hulk, a name that describes Banner's work ethic and persona, not afraid to say he's one of the greats.
I always use my music as a Bible with a Playboy cover.
With all the hit records, awards, and nominations, several contributions to the TV and gaming industry, and humanitarian efforts, this is why David Banner is one of the most underrated producers of all time. Stay solid.